is I've interacted with so many people who don't look like me. It's been some of the most best times of my life, to be honest with you. Ann and I are usually some of the times the first white couple people are ever invited to their homes. Do you know how cool that is? And we can sit and break bread and have fellowship and community. Because Dr. Charles Drew, I'm sure none of y'all have ever heard of him, is the godfather of human blood. The man who proved beyond a doubt our blood is the same under a microscope. Nobody can tell the difference between my blood, or your blood. Nobody. And he created blood banks for the Red Cross who still segregated blood. And he left the Red Cross. To go to medical school, he had to go to Canada. So he became the athletic director and football coach at Morgan State University in Maryland just to pay for his medical school. Couldn't go anywhere. Dr. Percy Julie, another name you've never heard of, right? You have cortisone in your cabinets? Everybody's got cortisone, right? You think Dr. Julie, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, the foam that shoots out of the what? He was a chemist. He was 130 patents he has in chemistry. He went to DePaul University, Greenfield, Indiana, which is 3 hours from where we live. He wasn't allowed to stay on campus or eat on campus. So he found a boarding house who wouldn't let him eat there either. He could only sleep. Nobody in town would sell him food for 3 days until a white fraternity let him in and he had to cook and clean. He took remedial high school classes at night because he was one of the only Black American students, and college classes during the day. He graduated valedictorian in his class. He wanted to get his master's. Nope. White kids don't want to learn from him. Why don't you go south? He headed down to Fisk University in Nashville, gorgeous campus. He waited there until he received a scholarship to Harvard, where he became the first Black American to get his master's degree in chemistry. Right? So he asked, can I get my PhD? Nope. White students don't want to learn from him. So he received a Rockefeller scholarship to go to Vienna, Austria, to get his PhD. And there they brought him a plant native to Austria and said, can you synthesize alcohols like this? This is a very complex and painstaking and expensive process. Dr. Julie nailed it over and over. Got his PhD, came back to the US, he couldn't find a job. So what did he do? He called Clinton Payne and said, can I have a 5-gallon bucket of soybean? They're like, why? I just want to see what I can do. He synthesized progesterone, estrogen, and testosterone from this. Glidden execs called and asked what he was doing. They hired him on the spot. His work at Glidden just completely reinvigorated the soybean industry. My girl's dad's a farmer. He grows beans. There's a direct correlation to that. Prices skyrocketed, demand skyrocketed because of all the things we could do with soybeans. But he had to leave because the color of his skin put a very low ceiling on him. So in 1950, Chicago named him Man of the Year. He moved into the affluent Oak Park neighborhood, the first Black American family. Before he could move in, his house was firebombed. He rebuilt it. A year later, somebody threw a stick of dynamite outside of his daughter's window and it blew up. She wasn't hurt, he rebuilt. It took that for the white community to rally around to protect him. I'll tell you the story because he sold that Julian Labs after just 7 years for the equivalent of $23 million, which to me is a great thumb my nose at it because I still accomplished it. Tomorrow we were supposed to have lunch with Dr. Julian's daughter, the woman that happened to stick a dynamite out the window. It's so cold when we sketch it. Do you understand I can tell a story on a video and the woman in that man reaches out because she wants to tell me stories about that? You know how incredible that is? And I'm not racist. You know what I mean? When you can overcome these things, doors open. If you look for ugly, you're just going to find ugly. You look for beauty,